as well. But let's jump into the next one. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. In this next topic, if you're just joining in, we're going to talk about Tesla option credit, what that exactly is, and why it might be coming back soon, because it is back in a different market. And when we know Tesla, when Tesla starts to roll out certain options or certain promotions in other parts of the world, it will come to the United States. And a fun fact, option credit has been around in the United States. It comes around every quarter or so. And so I'll tell you how to actually be able to utilize it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that up if hit the subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Tesla Chan, a avid Twitter poster about the Tesla market. He posted it, or they posted this update for the Tesla Korea market. And see, number one, so we already knew about number two. Number two is Samsung card interest rate, 3.3% financing for your Tesla. Wish we had those rates over here. And then a 4% interest rate plus 1 year free supercharging. So it must mean that they have a lot of inventory vehicles available, because they are rolling out these similar or same type of incentives that we saw in December of last year, when we also had free supercharging for 2 years. But this one stuck out to me, because we know exactly what this is. This is Tesla option credit, and they had this around in December of last year. But what this is, or as it's labeled here, price discount for select vehicles with options: paint, seat, or wheel. So let me explain what this is. Basically, if you have a order in the queue and it seems like Tesla won't be able to deliver your vehicle by the end of this month, they will actually offer to you, hey, if you've got a Model Y long range that's white with black interior, but they say, hey, we've got a gray one that's with black interior that just got cancellation, that's on its way, or it's available now. Would you be willing to take it? We will waive the $1,000 extra option credit the extra option fee for that. That's what's called a option credit. They could do it. We've seen it done with rims, we've seen it done with paint, and we've also seen it done with interior color. I've yet to see it done with all three combined at once. They can really only choose one or maybe even two, unless you're buying like a Model S or X. Model S or X, I've seen it all three done at the same time, plus maybe even I've heard full self-driving was given for free, but I'm not sure. I didn't really fact check that, but there's a lot of wiggle room, that's for sure. So that's why I say, like, we talk about EDD hacks all the time, where you can change your order to whatever is incoming, or you can change your order to induction rims, especially for the Model Y, that might bump up your order. But the biggest hack that, in my opinion, works is go to your local Tesla center, especially if you got the Model 3. Model 3, they're very aggressive on trying to sell these vehicles. Model Y, a little bit tougher, because there's just too much demand for the Model Y. There's too much production as well, or not enough production for the Model Y. But if you got a Model 3 order and you don't have an estimated delivery date, or if you got an estimated delivery date, that's April. Go to your store, go to your local center, and just try and strike a conversation with your Tesla rep that's at the store. And of course, be nice. You get more bees with honey. Talk to them, see if there's any cancellations, see if there's any vehicles that are incoming, and see if they'd be willing to waive some of your credit for some of the options. And actually, this is a proven thing, and actually I have screenshot evidence proof in my email right now, of which someone that scheduled a call with me last month that did this, and they waived the option credit, and they wrote them a check, of course, 2 months later, for the amount of what they were promised, of the $1,000 or $2,000 in interior paint and all that stuff. So I know for a fact this actually works. It's just, you gotta find, of course, not all Tesla advisors are the same, and you gotta find the right one that's willing to be working with you. And it is really best to work with, maybe if you don't have an order in the queue and you're on the fence, just go to the store and see if they can make any sort of deals with you. Maybe even a manager or anything like that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know if you've done this before in the past, or if you are trying to do this right now with the open dialogue with the store. And it doesn't hurt, especially if you're close to a store. You can drop on by, talk to them, and see if you can lock one down at the end of the day. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments and to answer any of your questions. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, refinancing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you actually get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best deal at the best price, including interest rates and credit unions on that list that all have lower interest rates, lower than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out if you are interested, down below in the description. And thank you for supporting. Water break.